Hi guys, it's Bobby. Welcome back to my channel for another video. Hope you all have been well. I know I've been MIA for a while now and I apologize. Before we get into this, I just want to... this is my second time trying to sit down to record this video. I was going to record a plan with me this morning, and then for whatever reason, my phone wasn't recording, then it was recording, and then it stopped recording. I don't know what's happening in 2026, but I'm over it. You know, there's so much negativity going on. I'm just, in the world, just in general, I'm over it. So instead of a plan with me, we're going to just do like a regular flip because I did my planning already. But, I was talking with, one of my subscribers, Aaron. Hi, Aaron. We've been chatting, just like in DMs on Instagram and stuff. Earlier this week, we were just, I was talking about how I was thinking about going back to a personal size. I know. Because I thought it would have a smaller footprint and, be easier for me to carry around. Not that I go anywhere, but, because I work from home. So I'm at my desk 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. And then the weekends, I just chill out and do as little as possible. But anyway, we were talking about, me going to a personal size, and she sent me a link to a website for, like, a ton of amazing freebies, like, amazing. I think the creator her name is Anne Elise. I'll see if I can link her website in the description below, but she's got freebies for, like, every size and for everything that you would need, and it's just absolutely amazing that people do this for free, because this can be an expensive hobby. So, but anyway, so I was thinking about it yesterday, and I think it was yesterday. Aaron, please correct me if I am mistaken, but I think it was yesterday morning when I messaged her, and I was like, maybe I don't need to switch sizes. Maybe I just need to change my inserts. So I did that, So anyway, I'll get into the flip, and we'll see what I did. Okay, so I'm gonna take this shit out of here. Anyway, nothing's really changed a whole lot. I am using my tool pen now, with my 0.3 Pentel nib. I just don't need the color coding like I thought I was going to. I mean, the color coding was specifically for when I had multiple clients and multiple deadlines for different things. I don't have that now, so I can just use black for everything. So this is the front perpetual calendar from Hey Planner Girl. And then we get right into my monthly inserts. Then my monthly tab goes to the month that we're on. So these are the inserts that I created. I just like having a bigger calendar because I write so large. And I do want to use stickers if I want. I want to have the space to use stickers, if I want to. Let's see. After the monthly section, it is my to-do section. So this is where I keep my running to-do list of all the things that I want to do. And I have some extra sheets in here, quite a bit of extra sheets. Then we get into my personal section. This is going to be the biggest freaking joke in the world. Talking with ChatGPT about, the word of the year and everything for 2026. I cannot believe that this is my word of the year. Like, what? I don't know about y'all, but 2026 has been rough already. And, like, we're not even through Q1. I don't know. I certainly hope that you guys are having a much better year than I am. But maybe it's coming in like a lion and going out like a lamb. I don't know. But I'm just... It's been hard. Anyway. So my habit tracker, I don't even remember. Like, I didn't even set one up for March. For February. I'm going to set one up for March. But I didn't hardly do anything in my book for the month of February. So, the last time I did gratitude was January 25th. It's been one thing after another. I mean, crazy. Here's my January goals. No idea if I met them. I don't know. I really, I don't know. Um, I know I didn't read a book. We didn't have date night. I don't even know. I didn't track any of this stuff. And if I did, I stopped. So, but these are my goals overall. I'm going to set this up for March goals. I'm going to get back into it come hell or high water. I felt better when I was walking every day. So I just need to remember that and just do it. So my health section, this is one of the inserts from the Annalise website. She has this weekly tracker in every size except personal wide. No big deal because I went to the A5 size and just scaled it down and printed it. So, my goal for this is obviously to fill in the calendar. And I want to write down my goals for the month, my monthly goals. Okay. And then I want to, so like for every week in March, these goals are going to be the same. I'll write them down every week the exact same. But then down here with the habit tracker kind of thing, I'll write down the steps that I need to take that week in order to achieve that goal. Do you know what I mean? And just mark it off as I go. And then there's a section here for notes and reflections that'll give me an opportunity to write down what worked, what didn't work, if goals change or whatever, make that note there. So I printed out a few of those. I think it's a month's worth, for health log from SM Plans. Can y'all believe she's closing up? Well, thank goodness I was able to save everything, and, it's sad, but I'm sure she's got a reason. So this is my miles walked. I haven't walked since January 9th. Yeah, January 9th. But I'll get back to this. So nothing in February. I got on the scale, February 1st, I think. And I lost 0.9, so that gave me a total loss of 5.3. So I did not hit my weight loss goal for January. But considering the fact that I only walked the first week, I'm okay with that. I will take this. Now, I haven't been on the scale at all in February, so we're coming into our last week of February, so I'm going to wait until March, to do it. This is just my calendar, my weight loss. And then we get into my weekly. These sticky notes here are Playing with B. And then I found this on the same Annalise website. It's the important dates. I use this for bank holiday, paid holiday, payday, sick day, vacation day, and then bonus starter visits. So that way I can just look at this at a glance and be like, oh, okay, we got a whole lot going on. It's important for me to know the bank holidays because with payroll, if the bank is not open, then that's going to delay payments. So I need to make sure that our employees are aware of that. So, and I have it's the whole year in here. So these are the inserts I was using by Haru Plans. They're a Monday start. But I was talking to Erin again, and I was telling her that, I think I might go to a Sunday start because the payroll week is Sunday through Saturday. So that's what I did. So I downloaded the weekly planner insert from Annalise, and it is a Sunday start. So when I filled this out earlier, it was taking a lot for me to get used to having a Sunday start because I've been in a Monday start on my weeklies forever. But everything else is a Sunday start. My desk calendar, my monthly calendars, the meal planning calendar whiteboard thingy on the fridge, any other calendar I buy at the store, everything's a Sunday start. So I do like having my weekends together because it's like here. So this coming Friday the 27th is our weekend with bonus daughter, so we have to pick her up. But to drop her off, it'll be on next week's plan. So it's going to take a little bit of an adjustment, but, I'm working on it. And I just printed these out yesterday, I believe, so I just filled them in as I wanted, as I thought the layout would be good. So this does have a calendar, so I just filled it in with the dates and the month, and this week's wins I'll put here. to-do list I'll put down here. So just like the Haru plans, insert over here, there's, Sunday through Saturday. So I'm like, okay, meal plan, you know. So, and then here, there's a spot here, and I'm just going to use that for like next week's stuff. So if I have some stuff that comes up this week that needs to be done next week, I can just jot it down here, so I don't forget it. And then at the top, it has like a this week kind of thing. So whatever needs to be done this week, like high priority or high level, can go here. The only thing that's not on this insert that the Hero Plans insert has is the habit tracker, which I'm okay with. I wasn't filling it out anyway, and I didn't really like that I filled it out on my weekly and then turned around and had to do the monthly one, from SM Plan. So I wrote down habit tracker, and I'm not gonna fill out the habit tracker this week, the last week of February, because it's just ridiculous. So, but I'm gonna start writing it down, and I'm not gonna check this off until Saturday when I've done everything. So I printed out a few of these. I did print these front and back. I wasn't even thinking, and I'm not going to do that, but I'm not going to waste these inserts either, and I printed out quite a bit, so I don't want to waste the ink or the paper. And then after my weekly, we've got, my grocery list. It's just random notepads I cut down, that I cut down, so I can write my grocery list on them and just take them out, and take them into the store. And then we get into my dailies. I haven't, even the last few times when I was planning, I wasn't using dailies. But good old Erin, she was telling me that she's going to go like to 2 pages per day. No, 2 days per page. Yeah. So just so, she's only, so just in case like her to-do list isn't that long, she's not like wasting space. So these were the dailies that I was using, but I did download from Annalise's website the 2 pages per day. So she has different options, but I like this one just with tasks, and then I don't know, like over here I could just put like appointments or due dates, deadlines, whatever. So, and it's not like I'm not compelled to fill this up. You know what I mean? Like, so, like here, I only had these few things on my to-do list, and I'm like, okay, crap, I'm not very productive at all, but I gotta get out of that mindset. So, so I'm really curious to see how this works, I think it's gonna work well, but who knows? Oh, crap, you guys. I gotta put my page marker back, or I will never go back to this page again. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I'm curious to how this is going to work out. And then, so I printed out quite a few of those, but then she also has like this daily planner, like it's like 1 day per page, but it's more like a wellness thing. So you track the time you went to bed, time you got up, your energy level just by to show the batteries, the mood that you're in, what exercise you did, your meals, water intake, meds, vitamins, and then health log, and then notes, and then your top 3 for the day, and then a to-do list. So, I don't know, maybe I need to move this to my health section. I'm not sure. I suck it in here because it's daily, and this is daily, but maybe I'll move this to my health section. Not sure. But yeah, so I printed out, again, quite a few of those. Then this is my home section, my clean-in checklist, family meal ideas. And it's funny because my husband was telling me one day that we need to like start rating the recipes that we try. We've been trying a lot of recipes that we've been finding on TikTok. So, and I was like, look, I'm not gonna, write all that mess down. But then, lo and behold, Annalise has a website, an insert for recipes to try, and it's got a rating system. So it's like 5 stars. The category is like if it's a main dish or chicken or an appetizer or whatever. And then you write the name of the recipe or the name of the meal or whatever, and then you give it a rating. So I printed out, a couple of those. This is my calendar for where I was tracking the meals we were eating. I'm going to take this out, because February is practically over with. I'm not going to use it for the rest of the week, or the rest of the month. So I'm just going to take that out. And then my meal plan, I have this starting on a Monday as well, but I'm going to update these to start on Sunday, go through Sunday to Saturday, because everything else is Sunday to Saturday. So, and I noticed on this calendar that it's a Monday start. So I'm probably going to find one that's a Sunday start, because I want everything to be the same. So for the time being, because I have so many of my meal planner inserts already created, I just crossed it off. I don't like the way it looked. And I was just going to be like, okay, I can live with that, but I can't. So it's unfortunate because, I have quite a few of them already printed. So, but it is what it is. I'll just deal with it. This is the inventory, which I've yet to do. Fridge, freezer, pantry, household. So, yeah. I'll do that eventually. This was January's thing. And then I've got the rest of the year in here. I don't know, maybe I'll keep these. Because who really cares, I guess, if this starts on a Monday. As long as I'm writing in the right day, it doesn't really matter. I am only using this to track what meals we do eat, on a given day. So, I don't know. And we've got my master grocery list here, so that hasn't changed. And then my list section, my to buy list, vehicle maintenance log for my husband's truck, and then my car, baby cat's pet information. I need to do another one of these because I got my dog back. When I left my ex-husband a few years ago, I wasn't in a position where I was able to take my dog, so I had to leave him, unfortunately. But I'm in a place now where I can have him, so he's here with me. So I need to do an insert for him. Let's see, this is the Tombow color chart. So I am using Tombow 800 baby pink right now instead of the carnation. So, and the to buy thing, Annalise has some inserts that I downloaded. I just haven't printed, cut and punched. But they're for like online orders and a to buy list. So I'm probably going to use those. Glycemic food chart index, ultimate protein list. I'm probably going to take these out. I don't ever refer to this mess. These used to be paperclip together, but I stopped doing that. And then just some random notes page, some blank notes pages, and a cutting mat that I cut to act like a page lifter in the back. But y'all, I don't know about you guys. I am very curious to know if you guys have been in like a planner funk or like stuck in planner indecision, because I don't know. I feel like I go through this once a year, every year, and at random times. I don't think it's ever at the same time of the year. But like I felt like my planner wasn't working for me, and then I wanted to change sizes. I've changed inserts. Like, have you ever, like, have you been in a planner funk or a state of indecision lately? Like, is something that used to work for you, like, not working for you now? And, like, I don't know how to explain any of this, but it's been very frustrating because I feel like I don't have my shit together. I feel like I'm forgetting everything. I don't know, other than work, which is pretty much the same stuff every day. I don't know what needs to be done. I don't, like for taxes. I used to, keep a list of what we were waiting on for income taxes. And I don't even know what we've got and what we don't. I know I got my W-2. I don't know. I don't know. But if you have been dealing with something like this and, have a solution, please, I am all ears, because this mess has just been ridiculous. I think this is the worst planner funk that I have been in in the history of my planning life. I don't know. I don't know. But, well, I've had a lot going on personally and professionally. Maybe that's, part of the problem. I don't know. Oh, pardon me. I'm not sure. But anyway, so, all right, I'm going to go ahead and call this. And I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe, staying warm, keeping your electric bill under control. Ours is so far out of control, it's ridiculous. But whatever. So, anyway, all right, I'm going to go ahead and go before I mess up this video too. So, thank you so much for hanging in with me. I appreciate you. And until next time, bye.